It was live.
We all is what's going on, good people? Back once again. Another preview. We're gonna do a 2-for-1 here tonight with a. We're gonna do Impact Wrestling's No Surrender coming up on Saturday night, and then NXT Takeover, Vengeance Day a little bit later on in the show, probably 30 minutes or so in. We'll do that one. So that'll be fun. Adam and Casey will join us for that one. Of course, DJ and Justin for this one, and we'll all four be on for the Vengeance Day takeover, which I'm excited about. Don't know what's going on with NXT, but I mean, I think some of the stuff will probably carry over, but I'm not sure. So it'll be interesting to see what that card looks like a little bit more when we jump into it. But we're gonna start off with Impact Wrestling's No Surrender, which should be interesting. I think should be a very interesting show. Should be a fun show. I like these Impact. Just overall thoughts on the Impact theme, little specials that they do on Impact Plus. That like you said, Justin, you said it a couple times before. Impact does these like monthly specials or bi-monthly. Is it bi-monthly?
Yeah, it's monthly specials. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least they have some sort of special show each month, whether it be a pay-per-view or a special. I think they do have specials monthly though, anyway, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So either way, they have something on Impact Plus to kind of keep you involved with that. So I mean that's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about them is they still. I know they've taken our advice and they've changed the ring aprons at times and they've kind of updated the ramps and stuff like that. But it still feels like a glorified Impact sometimes. Like when your main event is Tommy Dreamer versus Rich Swan, this is a glorified Impact to me. I'm sorry. I mean, of course, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but it's just the last the pay-per-views I've enjoyed somewhat, but especially like the last few specials have just kind of been to me a little bit. Like it just, and I think it could be lack of a crowd. I think that's hurting them a little bit too. Like it's hard to get into the matches because there's no crowd to listen to. There's no like wave to go back and forth on with the crowd, and some sort of crowd noise, a little bit of a crowd, something. There's nothing. So it's like, it's just hard to get into it, I think. And we've had this complaint from Impact multiple times, about Impact at least multiple times, and I still feel like that. When I watch Impact, I like watching Impact, but there's times where I'm just like, give me something, bring 10 indie guys and separate them out, 3 a piece or something. Like, do something. Like, I don't care. Like, just give me some sort of real crowd noise, social distance fans, something, anything you can do. I think they got to do something. I would enjoy it a little bit more if they did something like this. Now, these shows, ironically enough, and I definitely want to get your thoughts, but I have one more point to make. These shows, ironically enough, are live shows. So sometimes, we see the blunders that Impact Wrestling can make from not doing live shows so often, and they tend to come out on these shows. But it'll be interesting to hear the new commentary team on a live show and stuff like that. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do on Saturday night. Overall thoughts on what your expectations are coming into No Surrender?
Yeah, I think No Surrender. I think it's going to be a pretty good show. And overall, with these specials that they've been doing for the last for the last few months or so, like ever since what was that one, like Final Resolution, and they had one before that. I can't remember what the one before that was. It was like the November special, whatever it was. Well, I've been liking before they were doing this, like before they were doing their live specials, like they weren't really adding much to like the weekly shows, which I like that they're actually doing this now. Like they're actually adding the storylines and they're actually progressing their shows, their weekly show, which I like that. But there's sometimes like I do agree. This Impact. Like these specials do feel like a glorified Impact. But I think it's going to be a pretty interesting show. I mean, there's 9 matches on the show. This is going to be a long show, but it's going to be interesting though. And I definitely do agree. Like, I wish they would like actually maybe bring out the Impact roster or, sign local, some indie guys to be in the crowd. Cause I don't know. I feel the same way with Ring of Honor also. Cause Ring of Honor and Impact, they are like one of 2 like main companies that don't have a crowd with them right now. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels like, I mean, Impact does have like crowd noise, but it doesn't feel right. It just feels out of place sometimes. But yeah, I mean, we talked about that many times though. Like they just should like I said, bring out the Impact roster or something like that. I don't know. but yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope they do something with that whole thing, because like it's just something missing, and I think that's pretty much throughout wrestling, right? There's something missing, and it's the crowd. I don't think we realized. It's funny because I think for a while that we were annoyed with the crowd. We were like, the crowd is smarky. They have these stupid chants that we hate, and sometimes they're boring. Sometimes they're too much. But now I think not having the crowd, we're like, so can we have a crowd back, please? Like, because it's so different. Like, and we talked about it before, but wrestling is so different than anything else in terms of having a crowd. Yeah, it's almost like you have to have a crowd for wrestling. I mean, I can watch basketball without having to worry about a crowd.
I can watch football. Yeah,
exactly, without having to worry about a crowd. Now, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have. It adds to it, but the sport doesn't change because of it, right? Whereas wrestling, there's so much. I think there's so much emotion invested with that connection that we kind of have vicariously through the crowd that it definitely like hurts a little bit to not have a crowd, like in terms of the product and how it performs.
Yeah, because the match could be bad or something, but the crowd can add to that match and make it more exciting sometimes.
Right. Let's jump into the first match we got, which is Triple XL. I don't know why I was going to say XXXL, but Triple XL is much easier to say. Triple XL versus and Tenille Dashwood versus Decay, the newly reformed and then added in Decay here. This is interesting because I think Rosemary and Tenille have been having some sort of feud, right? If I'm not mistaken, which I think is very interesting. Tenille Dashwood's character I love in Impact right now. And I like Triple XL. It just seems like sometimes they don't have anything to do with them. But I think this little kind of spinoff type feud to kind of give everybody something to do here that's not around titles and everything like that, I think is kind of cool. I think, we talked about the 6-man tag team titles before and potentially bringing them back. Should you bring them back? Should you not? But I think this will be a cool thing too. And I can't remember who did something with 6-man tag team titles where they had females involved as well. And I think it was in Lucha Underground, wasn't it? With Ivelisse and her team that she had. So that was cool. I kind of wish they did that a little bit more often. I think that would definitely be cool. Well, I mean, in terms of who I think is going to win the match, I'm gonna go with Decay. They're kind of they're not new, but they're recently brought back, so they're kind of a little bit of like the new to you type feel, especially with adding in why can't I think of his name right off the top of my head?
Black Taurus.
Yes, Black Taurus, especially with adding him in as well. It makes it that much more kind of new. It's kind of put the shine back on it, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like it. I think it's going to be a good match because of course Tenille and Rosemary are good workers, and I love Triple XL and what they do. And, I like Black Taurus as well because I've seen a little bit of him. And, of course, Crazy Steve is, crazy. But nonetheless, I mean, I think it's going to be good. I would pick Decay if I had to put my chips in the race here. What's your thoughts, Justin?
Yeah, I thought this kind of rivalry has been interesting, especially with Tenille Dashwood. Like, this is kind of an unlikely. Like, I never thought that Tenille Dashwood would be teaming with Triple XL. But, Tenille Dashwood, she tries to get into, different tag teams with people. I mean, she tried tagging up with, who was it? Jordan Grace. That didn't work out. And then she went to Madison Rain, which that didn't work out. They had, one match together. And then she went to Alicia Edwards, which, of course, that didn't work out. Because she's always about herself. It's all about her. Of course.
Isn't that doesn't her theme song have that in it?
Or it's all about me or something like that. It's all about me. And then she tried, going to team with Rosemary, but, Rosemary has her own problems. And since that Taya Valkyrie, she's supposedly, going to WWE, I heard. I mean, they wrote her off TV.
That seems like that was coming, right? That seemed like that was something that as soon as John Morrison left, I think we all felt like this is a means to an end. Of course she wants to finish in the way she wants to finish in Impact, which is nice. It's not a lot of times, I don't think, especially as of late, that you feel like talent get a chance to finish the way they want to finish. I don't know. I can't speak for her, of course, but it seems like it was a good, a good end. She got a chance to do what she wanted to do going out. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think that's nice though. It's nice that she didn't rush out because Johnny Impact left. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that was nice that she kind of stayed her own course because she was kind of established in Impact a little bit more too, and got a little bit more spotlight.
So I'm happy they're doing something with Rosemary here, putting her back in Decay, because, this takes me back to like the 2016, 2015, when Crazy Steve and, they brought Rosemary in. And of course, Abyss was there. But, this kind of gives me some retro vibes a little bit, back to those times with the early Decay. But with terms on who I think is going to win this match, I think that it's going to be Decay wins. Like, Tenille Dashwood, she just has, she just has bad track record on these shows. So I wouldn't be surprised that you watch him give her the win here. But since they're just having Black Taurus on his debut pay-per-view, I think that they're going to have a win here.
All right, let's try to get to the next match here. Let's see if I can do it pretty quickly. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off, but
yeah. Okay, we're there.
There we go. We're a
little
too far. But we got Deonna Purrazzo, Kimberly, and Susan going up against Jordynne Grace, Jazz, and ODB. I'm curious to see this little new Susan character with Su Yung. She's so interesting and so versatile in what she does, which I think is cool because like we've talked about it on the show before, but Susan looks nothing like Su Yung, which looks nothing like Susie. It's crazy to me. Like, I don't know how she does it. I don't know what kind of makeup she puts on to pull this off, but it's ridiculous. I want to see more of this because when Susan came and kind of debuted, I didn't get a chance to see how that worked. I know Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly kind of kicked Su Yung back to the dark realm or whatever, and she had just came back, and I was like, yeah, Su Yung, let's go. And then now she's gone, and I'm like, come on. But it's cool that Jordynne Grace and Jazz are back together doing their thing, and ODB's back. I think that's cool. I think you told me that ODB was going to return. From this picture, she looks incredible. From what I could tell, I of course I haven't watched, so I don't know, but she looks like she's in like great shape, and I don't. It's always kind of been part of her character, to kind of be a little bit like sloppy, I guess is the best way to put it. She's always, that's kind of her character, but I think she looks great from what I can tell, of course, from this one picture, but nonetheless, you can tell me more once you give your thoughts, or you can tell me more now if you want to, but does she look like she's in like tip top shape or something? Because she looks like she doesn't look like the same woman from before.
Yeah, she looks really good. Like, watching her this past week on Impact, she was looking really good because she faced Kimberly this past week, which Kimberly got the win over ODB. So I kind of have a feeling that they're going to give Jordynne Grace, ODB, and Jazz the win here, just because, this what happened on Impact this last week. And yeah, she's just looking like really good right now, and I'm kind of surprised that they brought back ODB. I don't really know why, like, because maybe just to add to the women's division, having a veteran there, to help these young women out, and also with the Susan thing, I think the Susan thing, it's very interesting because like I like seeing her in the ring, but like it's just sometimes really weird because like she doesn't look very good in the ring like as this character, but like, and also like you said, all of her different characters look nothing alike. It's crazy, what she does with her hair, what she does with her makeup, like she looks nothing alike, and she wrestles in a suit also, which is kind of funny. I think that'd be hard to wrestle in a suit, but I think that Jordynne Grace and Jazz and ODB are going to win here.
All right. For me, I'm gonna go devil's advocate here. I say, no, I'm lying. I don't know. I gotta think about this one a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna go Deonna Purrazzo, Kimberly, and Susan. I think you keep the champion hot as you often do, and the champion never wins these type of matches where the title's not on the line. Like they kind of like this is the like protective win for the other side or something. I want to see, like, I don't know if this is going to continue to build the Su Yung, Susan, Susie thing against Deonna Purrazzo, or is this going to build up like, well, Jordynne Grace, of course, has already went up against Deonna Purrazzo, so who cares about that anymore? should ODB go back for the title in this particular thing? I mean, probably not. Of course, because you have Knockouts women's titles now, you take out Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz from the Knockouts picture. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's a little bit of me that's like, does this benefit Deonna Purrazzo to win this match or even lose this match? Like, does it matter in a way? Is it just kind of like one of those like, ooh, it's a cool match?
And I don't really know who's like going to go after Deonna Purrazzo's title next, because like it's this whole women's division. Like there's so many top women here. Like it's so hard to tell who's going to be going after for Deonna Purrazzo's title next.
True shit. Big shout out to my esteemed co-host Casey coming out here. We talked about the Chiefs loss, and Casey was there. So I mean, he was there.
Eddie was there.
Maybe it was a hack or something. I think CR O'Malley got on Casey's thing, and the mind went off somewhere. I think that's what it was. That's what it was. Casey, you got to tell CR O'Malley you can't use your Facebook like that. I know you gave him the information. But nonetheless, I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty good match. I'm excited to see what comes of it. It should be good. Let's see if I can pull this off pretty decently here. Come on. Oh. Where did this come from? This was not here before.
That was not there before.
But anyway, shout out to ImpactWrestling.com for helping us out with the graphics here. But nonetheless, Dinger, okay, versus Jake something, and I guess they're calling him Jake something because he probably doesn't want the Diener name anymore because Cody Diener is the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Don't have any idea. No clues.
I'll explain this to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, Jake Diener or no, Cousin Jake. I'm happy they're not calling him Cousin Jake anymore because they should just call him Jake. That's all. Let's call him Jake.
The Snake, or
no, not Jake the Snake. You're close, but not Jake the Snake. I mean, yeah, let's just call him Jake the Snake. I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, he was having a match with who was it? It was he's a big guy with the hat. Oh man,
Joe Doran.
Joe Doran. Yeah, I always forget his name. Yeah, so he's with Joe Doran. He's going up against a match with Joe Doran. And after the match, it looked like they were going to injure Cousin Jake. Oh my gosh. But it looks like they were going to injure Cousin Jake. But Eric Young gave him a towel and said, hey, you think about joining us next week. You give us that answer next week. So this past week, it looks like Jake was going to join the, Violent by Design. But he was like, it looks like I need to do something about this, So then that's how it got something. Jake something. It's weird. But no, he declined to offer to join Violent by Design.
Shout out to CR O'Malley for coming by as well. I thought he was hacking, but I guess not. I guess not. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm interested in this because I think this could be a really good feud.
Oh,
I think this could be a really good feud. There you go. Got the shout out for CR O'Malley there for the merch. But I think this could be a really good feud for both of these guys. Just because we don't know much about either one of them. They were cool as the Dieners. They were funny as the Dieners. I think they were a pretty good tag team. Probably broke up prematurely, to be honest, because they really didn't get a chance to hit any sort of peak. But at the same time, it's cool to see, what is Jake something going to be and what is, Diener, not Cody, going to be. What is that? Of course, you can't call him Cody because then that gets him mixed up with Cody Rhodes. And, you see what I'm saying? It's just too much. That's why they had to call him Diener, But I don't know. I feel like this could be good. It could elevate both of them. I like Violent by Design a lot. Of course, you got to love EY. Joe Doring has definitely he's definitely grown on me since the first time I saw him. I'll tell you that. I like him. I think he has a presence about him, which I didn't think at first. So that's cool. I like the way he carries himself. I think he looks big on screen. He looks like he's a large human being. So that's always a good thing.
He's fat.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Diener to win this one. I think Diener wins this even though he's kind of had the edge over Jake for a while now, but I'm gonna go with Diener. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think that I feel like Violent by Design, they're going to get involved with this match or something. They're going to help Diener win. But I would kind of like, the referee to, kind of throw them out and actually have Diener and Jake have like a one-on-one match, with no interference. But like I said, I think there's going to be some type of interference. And this can help make, like, if they make him lose here, I feel like this could demoralize him a little bit because, they're trying to have him be this big bad heel, that he's just turned out to be. So I think that they need to have Diener win this match here.
Okay, I wish this would go away. If I go down, will it go away?
Try. Oh, there we go. It's bad.
But anyway,
try to go down again.
There we go. I just got to go past it some, and then it'll come on. But we got Fire and Flavor going up against Havoc and Nevaeh. That kind of rhymes, I guess. This is so hard to get perfectly, but nonetheless, I'll fix it again. But I love Flyer and Favor.
Fire
and Flavor.
They are Flyer, though.
True. I love them as a tag team. I think they have a good chemistry together. And they're just like I talk about this a lot, but kind of unapologetically themselves, which I love. And Havoc and Nevaeh are good too, so I think this is going to be good. Texas Tornado, no DQ. I almost said no QD, no DQ match. Should be interesting. I think this should be a good one. Of course, I think Fire and Flavor, win this one. That's a tongue twister. That's what's wrong with it. But I think they should win this one definitely. But I think they should continue to show off Havoc and Nevaeh. I want to see some new tag teams too, kind of challenge Fire and Flavor to kind of, put them over without actually beating Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz, like elevate some. You can elevate other teams by having them lose. Like they can still put on good matches and still lose the match. And that, I like the Havoc and Nevaeh thing. It's cool. And this was the finals of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This is the finals of the tournament. So I definitely, I definitely think it works. Hold up, we got another comment coming in. CR O'Malley, I've already read your comment before you even put it on here. Just so you know, we have a graphics guy, Casey. You may know him, I don't know, but Casey, he's the graphics guy, but he's terrible about actually making graphics. But he complains about graphics all the time. He just never makes them. So that's the issue there, CR O'Malley. I'm sorry, I apologize. But we gonna shout out to ImpactWrestling.com for the graphics for this particular portion of the show. But if he wants to if you can reach out to Casey, call him up, send him a text, tweet him, whatever you want. Go on his ProWrestlingTees.com and or go on your ProWrestlingTees.com because I know he follows that a little bit and be like, hey Casey, they need some graphics for the show tonight. You go ahead and do that. But nonetheless, back to the action here. What's your thoughts on this tag team title match?
I think so the finals match was really good that they had. That's funny. But the finals match was really good. But I feel like that Fire and Flavor is going to win here. And also, I definitely agree that they need to have more tag teams here because I want to see, what's that team that they had in that tournament? It was Killer Kelly and who was it?
Drake Maverick's wife. I can't remember her name though right off.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? She is good in the ring, and she's pretty good outside the ring, I bet too. But no, I'm gonna have Fire and Flavor win here, and it'll be interesting to see who goes to face them next. And I've always been a big fan of no disqualification Texas Tornado matches because this is gonna be some crazy action that happens in this match, and it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be really fun.
Okay. Let's get CR O'Malley's cheap plugs out of here now, but jumping into this isn't the main event, is it? It's the main event?
No.
Okay. Whatever you call a triple threat revolver match. What the heck is that?
So let me explain the rules. So there's gonna be 3 men that start in the match, okay? And it's elimination style. So once one person gets eliminated, a new person will come into the match. And it's just gonna be triple threat the whole time. And then once it gets down to 3 wrestlers, it's going to be, basically an elimination triple threat match.
Okay. I think it's cool. I just don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be for the number one contender for the X Division title. Who do I have winning here? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Trey Miguel because, him just, recently coming back.
Yeah. Somebody get their mans.
They should bring back the reverse battle royal. No. I wouldn't be surprised if Trey Miguel wins. But he's kind of been having a feud with Sami Callihan, though. So I don't know if they'll have him win. Chris Bay, I would see him as X Division champ again.
Trey Miguel needs to win this match, and he needs to become X Division champion. Trey Miguel is so underrated. And out of these guys, in terms of who could win the X Division title, and I would like it to see it, I'm still trying to figure out Chris Bay, even though I like him. Ace Austin, of course, could do it, but Trey Miguel is like the next in line. They need to do Trey Miguel. Need to have Trey Miguel win this. So there's new tattoos. They need to have Trey Miguel win this, and then they need to have him feud with Ace Austin again because that was awesome.
True. I'm going to say Trey Miguel wins. I mean, he's the most likely person in this match.
I think the last three is going to be Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, and Ace Austin because who else?
I think the last three is going to be Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, and Josh Alexander because he's been doing some pretty good stuff here. Or it could be an up-and-coming star like Blake Christian, which he had a great match this week on Impact. But I think Blake Christian, they need to, show him to the audience more, until he gets like a title match. But yeah, I'm going to say Trey Miguel wins here. And then he has a feud with Sami Callihan. And I think, then he will go after the X Division title. Maybe. We'll see. You're muted.
I don't want to talk about it. But that could be what I was saying before I was rudely muted by myself. I think that could be a good way of kind of stretching out and letting Trey Miguel kind of do something else while being number one contender, kind of like they did with Kimberly, back, with Legends House and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of cool. But there's a lot of matches on this card. Hernandez and Brian Myers. Hernandez and Brian Myers going up against Matt Cardona and Eddie Edwards. Is this going to be a double turn where they put Matt Cardona and Brian Myers together?
That'd be crazy. I mean, they tried. I mean, Matt Cardona saw Brian Myers backstage a couple weeks ago on Impact. He's like, "What's up, bro?" And he goes like, "I'm not friends with you anymore." It was crazy. He goes like, "I'm professional now." It was funny. It was hilarious.
That's funny. I think this will be good though. They'll give Eddie Edwards and Cardona the win because who cares? I mean, like, what's Hernandez doing right now?
He
mustache.
He cut the mustache.
He looks normal now. This is shameful. But yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good match. But like, if this doesn't end up in Matt Cardona, Brian Myers tag team, I'm gonna be very upset. As CR O'Malley gives his pick. I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be real. But what are you thinking?
I think that Eddie Edwards and Matt Cardona get the win here. I mean, Hernandez and Brian Myers. I mean, Brian Myers, he goes through rivalry so quick. I mean, ever since he got into Impact, like every few weeks, he's in a new rivalry. It's just crazy, and he usually beats him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they would give it to Brian Myers here, but maybe continue a feud here. But I don't know. It's like they're doing some crazy stuff with Brian Myers. Like, I don't know if they have like one certain direction that they want to go with him. I mean, yeah, they're calling him the most professional wrestler, but like, what direction you want to go with him?
It seems like they're just kind of introducing him to the audience, which is nice. Mm-hmm. But they're introducing him to the audience and not having him squash it, everybody, which is cool too, because it's not like he's like a whole lot of Nia. Y'all will get that one a little bit later for Adam in the waiting room right now. But I had to make that joke. But nonetheless, oh baby, oh Mahabali's back. Let's go. Okay, Mahabali's back. I don't care about this match at all. All I care about is I like to dance. I like the fun. Bring it back. Bring it back. TJP versus Rohit Raju. How did this pairing come about? I feel like I saw it though. Like I feel like I saw it somewhere. Where did I see this?
It was a few weeks ago. Well, you probably maybe saw it on their Twitter, or maybe
Twitter or something. Yeah,
or maybe Instagram. I don't know.
Why does it show the mouse now?
Shira, he came back a few weeks ago on Impact. He came from under the ring to help out Rohit Raju get this match here because it was a number contender match. As if he beat TJP, then he would get a match. I feel like that Rohit Raju is going to become the new champion. I mean, there's no way he doesn't become new champion here. That's the New Japan.
He should. He should. He should. I love TJP, but come on. Rohit Raju as champion has been, and will always be a freaking amazing.
And it was funny what they were doing with TJP and Scott D'Amore. How Rohit Raju was kind of complaining, go like, "Dude, that's manic." And he goes like, and then Scott D'Amore goes like, "Of course it's manic. I mean, don't you have Impact Plus? Don't you watch all the shows on there? I mean, of course that's TJP."
I think too. I'd like to see Rohit Raju win this and then have him feud with Shira as like Shira's coming back type deal, because they never did anything with Shira, and I think it would be cool to see Shira as X Division champion, because that is kind of their almost like mid-card title in a way.
I mean, there's no limits. There's no limits.
Then they never exploit that ever. I've never seen them ever exploit the no limits aspect of the X Division. I just want to just take a peek and see how much because I know Adam's
more matches,
but nonetheless, only 2 more matches, Adam. It's okay, but we got the World Tag Team Championship match with Sabin and Storm. What's up with that with Shelly? Does anybody know?
I think he's been injured.
Okay. Because I know he's been kind of in and out. I mean, he's been at the tapings, but...
He got taken out of that match at Hard to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
And because they put in Moose. Yeah, he's been injured. And then, of course, he was taken out at like Bound for Glory also.
They love these triple threat tag team matches, I'll tell you.
They love tag team matches on this whole show. I mean, this
is WrestleMania 2000.
Is Teddy Long booking this show? Like, holla, 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 player. Tag team match galore.
I mean, what's your thoughts on this match?
I feel like that the Good Brothers are going. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they would give it to Private Party and Matt Hardy. Gets to go like, hey, a different, an AEW team comes over here and wins the Impact titles. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to say Private Party and Matt Hardy win. I feel like Matt Hardy is going to get involved some way. Actually, no. I'm going back to my prediction. I'm saying the Good Brothers retain.
Casey's having a conversation with CR O'Malley in the comments, but I'm just going to let that be in the comments. Man, it's ridiculous. I think the Good Brothers retain. They haven't had a very eventful tag team run so far because number one wasn't Gallows has been injured, so that kind of hurt their. I don't know if he was injured or they just wrote him off oddly.
I think he was injured.
Okay, so that kind of ended their whole thing with the why can't I remember their
North
names? Yes, the North. Names are slipping me today.
Which Ethan Page, supposedly he's left.
Right.
Impact.
So, I mean, that kind of ended that a little bit prematurely, even though, of course, he was leaving, so they didn't have so much time. But I think Private Party's going to have a good showing, but I don't see them winning the title here. At some point, though, like, AEW is going to have to put Impact over, right? Because, they have been burying them in those stupid little commercials for so long. And, of course, having Kenny Omega come over and everybody's like goo goo gaga over Kenny Omega, but then when Rich Swann comes up, or Rich Swann never gets to appear on AEW at any point. So it's almost like AEW is the this, that, and the third to Impact, which you can think what you want, but like if I'm working with you, we're at the same level. Like you're not gonna rib me and bury me. So I think, but nonetheless, yeah, I'm gonna go Good Brothers. I'm going Good Brothers here. I think I don't think Sabin and Storm win. Cool tag team, but I don't think they win. But
They call it the beer guns.
Beer guns. All right, last one, main event of the evening, which will be Rich Swan versus Tommy Dreamer. Let me. Sorry. Yeah. For real. Y'all really did this? For real?
Yeah, they did.
For real.
They did
Why?
this all right.
Why?
Just because it's Tommy Dreamer's birthday.
Don't get me wrong. I love Tommy. Tommy's one of my favorite guys ever of all time. I took a picture with him not long ago, and he let me do it for free. He even charged me $5 like some people would. But nonetheless, no, there's no reason to have this match. I know Tommy's gonna win unless something comes out of it. Unless it's to set up something. There's no reason to have this match. Rich Swann could have 10 times better matches with 10 other people. Like, I just don't understand it. I know Moose is doing his thing. Like, I get that. I know they're slowly stirring this up. Like, oh, I get it. But come on. No. This is just, and this is why these specials, to me, feel like glorified Impact Wrestling shows, glorified weekly shows, because of this match. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Swann wins this easily. Moose is going to do something to continue that feud, and maybe we'll finally get Rich Swann versus Moose. And that's the bad part about having pay-per-views so often, right? That's the bad part about having pay-per-views, not so often, but having pay-per-views every once in a while, I should say, is you want to give these big title changes at your pay-per-view that you have maybe 4 times a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to wait till those 4 times to make something big happen out of it. So. But nonetheless, Rich Swann wins. Moose is probably going to do something. They're going to probably stir that up until whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Rebellion, which is in April 24th or something like that.
I think they do 6 a year. I can't remember. But Justin, thoughts on this before we get Adam in here and talk a little NXT Takeover?
Yeah, basically the reason why Tommy Dreamer's in this match is because Rich Swann, he just gave out this title match and he said, hey, someone's birthday is coming up. He was like, hey, it's your 50th birthday. So, hey, you know what? I want to get owed out to you because he was like, I looked up to you, as a kid, watching you back in ECW. And, back when, he gave, Terry Funk a match back in ECW a long time ago, when he was like 50 years old. And, we got another 50-year-old in here, by the name of Cassie or Chase. Speaking of him, he just, waiting in the waiting room right now.
We call him Chase.
Chase, Cassie.
Chase around these parts.
But no, Rich Swann is winning this match. And also, they did like a stipulation if Moose gets involved with the match, he'll be suspended or something like that. Like, he'll be suspended indefinitely. That Scott D'Amore said. But no, Rich Swann's retaining though.
Okay. All right. So I think we've done enough on the Impact Wrestling front. Let's bring in Adam and graphics guy Casey to jump into the NXT Takeover portion of the show tonight. Should be interesting. I think. And as y'all get what I was saying earlier with a whole lot of why did she say that? I don't understand. That was the funniest thing I've seen all week. And we say Nia can't do anything right. We at least got that. So I mean, but yeah. How you guys feeling about NXT Takeover? I don't know much about the card, but I'm excited about the show because it's NXT Takeover.
I mean, they're going to have the finals of both the women's and the men's.
Did y'all watch any of that? By the way, I didn't get a chance to. I meant to.
I thought it was pretty good.
You thought it was pretty good. Then you were like, "Oh, it's the finals." I just wait there. I just watch the finals.
Well, my thing already is why do they still have to keep it as the Dusty Classic for the women's side? It's. I don't want to necessarily say it's wrong, but they could have had that in terms the Sensational Sherry Invitational. Again, go have the throwbacks still. We're doing
Insert
the Dusty
Moolah
Classic.
Joke here.
Hey now. Those girls are liars.
Wait, you mean what about the Sunny invitation? No.
The
What
Sonny
about the
and
Mae
Sonny
Young?
and Sean
No.
duet.
But I started watching it, and I this isn't a negative comment at all because I love MSK, but just the way they were pushing them, I was like, they're gonna win this tournament. Like, I was like,
Seems to be the case.
Like, just tell us that they're gonna win because that's how they were pushing them. Like, and that's the only thing that I really don't like about the tournament system with WWE. It feels like right out of the gate they kind of push really, really hard who's going to win. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, at least make it a kind of a mystery so we want to watch the whole thing, and
yeah, I could understand that.
But there's one thing I want to say before we talk about the NXT Takeover show. I've been really enjoying what they've been doing with Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Like that finisher that Casey Catanzaro does, like that reverse, like I don't know what it is. It feels like a reverse Phoenix Splash or something. Where it feels like she botches the move on purpose. I don't know. Like she lands it flat back. Like she lands it on her back, which is weird.
Are you saying she's the female Joey?
Did you say flapjacks? I love flapjacks. No.
She lands it flat back.
Jack of the Flaps?
She lands it flapjack. Hey, who wants buttermilk? Who wants birthday cake? Flapjack, baby.
No, she lands it flat back, and this looks awkward sometimes, but I like it. That
I don't know why you keep saying flapback. It's flapjacks, fool.
Yeah, that should be what her finisher's called. It should be called flapjacks.
I think blah 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 blah.
Speaking of MSK going up against the Grizzled Veterans, who are the two guys in the Grizzled Veterans? I don't know them.
Zach Gibson and bearded guy number 872.
Did he come from the Dark Order too?
Probably.
Sorry.
Maybe.
Sorry.
That's from NXT UK.
Overgrown John Silver and medium size.
It looked like Kurt Hawkins.
Whatever that. Yeah. Cosmic Kurt Hawkins. There you go. There you go.
I mean,
Overgrown John
it's Zach
Silver
Gibson.
in cosplay. The hell would we just say his name was? I forget now.
It's basically Zach Gibson and his Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, Jannetty was good. That's the thing. Maybe Bob Holly when he had longer hair.
Oh, come on, I kind of like the Grizzle Young better.
I do too. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, I think we're all just giving him a hard time. But I think this is going to be good.
Although, if you're going to call yourselves the Grizzled Young Veterans and Zach Gibson looks like he's like 46, come on.
Well, it's hard to be grizzly and a young. It's hard to be grizzly, young, and a veteran. Like it just doesn't go. But
James Drake, that's his name. James Drake.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Started from the bottom. Now he's. Oh wait, I'm great.
But I think this is going to be definitely good. I think MSK wins. As always. I think the grizzled grizzly whatever young veterans. I think they're good, but I think they're already established pretty much. Whereas like in WWE, MSK is kind of people are still learning about them. So I think this will be a good there you go. You got this. You got this, MSK. Do they have new tattoos? Is this the Legacy Lives On new?
No.
No, they don't. They had them.
He's had that for a while.
Okay. But Justin, Adam, Casey, thoughts on anything we got?
My only thing is I think the Grizzled Young Veterans are over in NXT UK, but they're not over anywhere else. They're not over in NXT because they're only in NXT UK. They're not over on the main roster because I feel like anyone who is in NXT UK is only going to be in NXT UK. I haven't seen anyone from NXT UK get called up to the main roster, except if they've already been there.
Mm-hmm.
Or even remotely pushed, to be honest. Besides who? Pete Dunn?
That's
Pete
my
Dunn,
only issue with NXT UK. I love the idea, but it's like you already installed that ceiling that they can't break through.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting them in this little box, and it's like, ooh, guys from the UK, they're not going to make it to the main roster, but you can watch them here. It's like that's the only thing I don't like, because there's a lot of really, really talented guys there.
Like DJ's favorite wrestler, Noam Dar.
Yeah, Gnome. Yeah, my boy Gnome. But yeah,
and his main squeeze, Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
But Casey, what do you have any thoughts on this match, or was that kind of just what you want to say?
I think it's going to be a great match. Both of these teams always put on fantastic matches. I honestly don't remember seeing a bad Grizzled Young Veterans match or a bad MSK match. But I think we all know who is going to win this, and we've known this since the tournament started.
Is Otis concussion?
Grizzled Young Veterans. Like, let's do that. No, I'm kidding. It's not. They're taking the L. And then they're going back to NXT UK.
Rip.
Poor fellas.
Let's go to Adam and then Justin for their thoughts on the.
Well, the thing is, if Otis were to get involved, and this is the perfect time for someone to say, "You better bring your lunch pail because it's going to be a long day." Otis fits that bill perfectly.
I mean, Zach Gibson, that's who he looks like. He looks like a skinny Otis.
I'm just saying. Yeah, skinny Otis. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, we got 3 Otises. We got John Gruden.
Or the SS Gruden, we'll call him. The only thing he's missing is the goose stepping. But believe it or not, like, I don't know, because I've not really kept up with any of the shows. Just for the simple fact of, like, I tried early on when the pandemic started to try to watch this without any fans, and it's been a stretch. It's hard to watch, but it's not necessarily anybody's fault. It just they have to abide by the protocols and whatnot. It's worked a little bit with the people around the ring and all that stuff, but anyway. But again, I've been paying attention enough, whether it be YouTube clips or scrolling through Twitter. I still have an idea of what's been going on. And Casey, like you said, every time I scroll through Instagram or Twitter and whatnot, I always see MSK as moving on in the finals and blah, 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 and seeing everybody else that's been moving on. It is kind of like, all right, that's who they want. And plus, Drake and Gibson is already over and is already established per NXT UK, and I do like them a lot. I mean, yes, we're all kidding around and whatnot, but they don't, quote, need this. And I would be okay if they actually treated both brands, if you will, as one, not necessarily separate entities, which I know technically they are. But I mean, they brought Bate and Trent Seven coming over here. I think they've used like Mark Andrews and
the Ravens tight end. That's that's right.
No.
and oh my God, what's his other dude's name? God dressed like Austin Powers.
What's his name?
Yeah, I mean, he's very well known since we can't remember his name.
I know.
And of course, we got Walter.
Walter is in my top 3 favorite wrestlers of the world. But anyway, no, I would love to see like those 2 guys in this spot, not necessarily Gibson and Drake. But for what it's worth, this will be a fun match. I don't think, and as the UK fans say, if you like Gibson, shoes off. If you like Gibson, shoes off.
I love the chants that they do over there.
I love the
UK.
They're way more creative than we are. This is awesome.
I thought it was
Adam. I'll take anything more than what we got right now.
I thought it was somebody else who they did the shoes off chance for. I don't know.
I don't know.
They-
But I mean, they have the best chance for Tyler Bate. Big
They had the
strong
what?
boy. Big strong boy.
Oh yeah.
You know, but yeah, this will be fun. MSK moves on or wins the damn thing. And by the way, just for looking at these pictures, are they the answer to Joey Janela and Sunny Kiss?
Justin. Yeah.
Adam, I definitely agree that I think that NXT UK and NXT should be like just one, big brand. And also, I don't understand why they don't defend, the NXT UK championships on this show.
Yes.
Like, that's what I thought they would do at the beginning. I mean, the last time, like, the NXT UK championship was, the last time I really remember, it was, maybe it was a few years ago. Maybe I'm going back too far. But, like I said, they should have those NXT UK titles, like the UK championship, the tag team championships over here on this show. Because I don't just go on my way and watch NXT UK like on a weekly basis. I go like, unless I go like, oh yeah, this match looks interesting to watch. I don't go watch it like every single week, even though it's only like an hour show. And I just don't have a feeling that like, oh yeah, because there's so much wrestling on, like so many companies.
Overkill,
and like it's especially even like with trying to watch New Japan and stuff like it's way too much over there also.
Well, and also, sidebar, Flash Morgan Webster was his.
I knew it was like a play on of a name. I knew it was gonna.
But another issue is they don't promote.
No.
The UK. I have no fucking idea what night it's on.
It's on Thursdays. It's like in the afternoon sometime.
The fuck if I do that?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And
WWE,
Casey, that's why we were talking.
WWE, because you gotta let Casey know, like put some respect on my name and let me know when the show's on, Daddy.
But
I'm not gonna watch your show if I don't know when it's on.
But Casey, that's why we were saying like it would be nice to have, like we said, the pay-per-view structure, change it and include NXT UK in it. So then that way, there's some more promotion behind it. Like you said before, NXT US, I guess, and NXT UK is kind of like two separate entities that act like they don't have anything to do with each other. It doesn't seem like they ever promote one or the other in any way.
It's like New Japan and then New Japan USA, kind of like two different things.
And now apparently after that show in India, apparently they want to start an NXT India too. It's like, stop making these separate shows and just make it one show.
Right.
I get you want to completely saturate the market and have shows for every single, but no, that's not how you get fans to want to watch your show.
NXT Antarctica.
NXT Africa.
NXT North
Gonna
Korea.
take a lot to get me to slam you.
Justin, will you finish with your thoughts on the match?
But I definitely MSK is going to win here. MSK's win this match.
Right. Moving forward. Oh, this scrolls far faster than the other one. And this craziness comes up. Casey, graphics guy, I need graphics.
You tell me you needed graphics, or I would have got your graphics.
What is this? This is
the women's. This is the final match.
Okay. Okay.
Dusty Classic.
Ah, okay. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, freshly off their Royal Rumble debuts. Well, was Ember in the one? No, Shotzi was in the one the year before, but
Shotzi was in. Yeah,
Shotzi's 2-time. But
hasn't Ember Moon been in the Rumble match before? I thought she
was.
Maybe
like. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's been in it. Yeah, I think she's been in it. Aside from this.
That's right. Because didn't she get hurt like soon after or something?
Yeah.
That's right. But nonetheless, the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. This is interesting because I think Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai should win because I like Dakota Kai. I do miss her little cute hairstyle, but it's just me. But nonetheless, I mean, I like because I don't know, Raquel's good too. Like all of these women are so good, but it's like with Ember Moon returning based off of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, like it will be cool to see her win too. So I don't know. This could go either way, and I would be content with it. I want to see Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez win, but I'm going to go with Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Justin.
You know what? I'm going to be opposite. I'm going to say Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai win here. Because I feel like, I don't know, they've been having Raquel Gonzalez like so strong right now. And like basically, I would love to see her as NXT Women's Champion. I think she needs to beat Io Shirai. I think she needs to be the person because she's just like a strong monster over there. And
who would have thought Io Shirai would hold the title for this one?
Right?
Don't get me wrong, I like Io Shirai, but like
she's been pretty dominant. But yeah, I got Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai winning.
Adam?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Raquel and Dakota as well, strictly because I think if we all pay attention to WWE booking, if on one hand, especially something of this caliber, whether it be the two men's world titles, the two women's world titles, or something like this, if one side, the faces win, and in this instance, I think you're going to have the heels win here. Mm-hmm. Plus, I think this benefits more. I think this benefits Raquel and Dakota more to get them more heat, if you will. And I just because like Justin just said, they're building and building and building on Raquel, and which properly I might add. I think they need to continue that. And another thing too, and this is irrational heat. I'm not a fan of Shitzy Blackheart in this juncture. These two do not look like they hang out at all. They
just made a random tag team because
it's random as hell.
Because they didn't have very many. They only had, I think it was like an 8-woman tournament, or 8 tag teams.
Do you call her that in every aspect or just in this one?
Me?
Yeah.
Shitzy Blackheart.
So is that her just because of the tag team, or is that her in general? In your opinion,
that's her. That's her in general.
I didn't know. Okay.
I feel like she could join the Riot Squad.
But certainly make them better. And I don't get the appeal at all. Like I love Ember Moon, even though how she comes out with her entrance and all that stuff. It's like, okay, but you're really good in the ring, but who are you as a character? Are you a vampire? Are you a wolf? I mean, like what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I like her new theme song. Like, they need to put that on Apple Music. Like, they need to put that on. Like, I don't know who made that song. Like, the CFOs still do their theme songs or something.
CFO backed out like a year or two ago, which made me sad because I thought they put out badass themes. And you guys in the previous segment with talking about No Surrender, you mentioned Tyler Perkins, whatever his initials are. I don't know why I'm blanking on it.
TJP?
Yeah, TJP. Thank you. I was about to say TPJ, but that didn't sound right. But I love his WWF theme with the video game techno song. I've got that on my playlist. I don't know why. I guess you call that a guilty pleasure in terms of.
Do you hit the dab on it too, or you don't?
I know. Every time the little beat that goes off where it sounds like you're grabbing a corn, I always like cosplay jump in the air like I'm a Street Fighter. So no, but anyway, yeah, Raquel and Dakota, and she does need to go back to the short hair.
Speaking of songs, there's one song that I always listen to from CFOs. It's Leo Rush's song. I always get that song stuck in my head when I'm at the gym or something. I hear that song come on. I can't collect.
Leo Rush, MLW champion.
That's true. That's very true.
All right, Casey, what do you think?
So, sidebar, next episode, top 5 guilty pleasure wrestling themes.
Yes.
I got a couple. I got a couple.
Is it right to censor?
Yes, you got it. That's number one.
I actually think I think it's got to be well. You know, I think
mine is Lacey Evans.
Well, is the
Oh my God. Okay, now that's called Go Away Heat 5.
Anyway, I almost fully agreed with the jackass in the vehicle over there, and then he said some shit. But like he said, I was gonna say the exact same thing with the faces winning the men's. Then obviously the heels are going to win this one. Even though I would love to see Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart win this, because I kind of like them as a team. I think, kind of going on what Adam said, I think if you flesh out Ember's character and kind of explain what she is, like if you're going for a vampire thing, okay, go with it. That could fit with Shotzi's, like, monster kind of gimmick. And
you know what it is, Casey? I figured it out. This is why they don't want to tell us. This is why. Oh man, I don't even want to put this out to the public. This is why they don't want to tell us. She is a spawn of the zombie from ECW.
Oh my God!
I thought this was going to be I thought it was going to be good, and you hit me with that shit. And by the way, that's going to be my new Twitter handle, the jackass in the vehicle.
You know what? You know what? This man agrees. This man agrees right here. He agrees with you, DJ. He goes, absolutely.
Yes, he fucking does. But yeah, I
real quick, Casey, I do want to ask, can you do this interview?
I think I can,
because I think I'm coming down with something, so I ain't gonna be able to make it. So I'm gonna need you to do the interview here. So,
I think I could work something out. I think I could work something out and do that interview.
All right. Any more thoughts on this, Casey, before we move?
Nope.
Upward here. All right.
Shit, see,
watch the videos come up.
How dare you, sir?
Darn it.
Cool, there we go.
I'm gonna try to go down and hopefully it'll. Well, okay. We're just gonna keep it there. Johnny Gargano and Kushida.
Johnny Gargano is sick. He's sick of hearing about Kushida.
But why does Johnny's face look so thick? What, is he okay? Anyway,
I guess he's sick.
Anyway,
did he get work done? Like, why is his face look like that?
It looks weird, right? Even Kushida looks like a cartoon. This is weird. Anyway, I'm sure this is real life. It has to be. Maybe this is 2K21. That's what it is. Johnny Gargano versus Kushida for the North American title. Hashtag take the title off Johnny. No, I'm kidding. I think Kushida will take the title off Johnny. I don't know if it's going to be in this particular thing, but like, I mean, they screwed my boy Damian Priest out of the title, number one. So Johnny don't even deserve it. So Kushida gonna have to win it. But I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and pull the trigger on Johnny and Candice holding the titles with their little group. Like, I don't think they're gonna do it because they're gonna.
That is the way.
They're gonna knee-jerk reaction this, and they're gonna freaking give Kushida the title, and then we're never gonna get that. Instead of having Johnny hold the title for another month, having Candice actually win the dang on title for once, and bing, bang, boom, there you go. You can do the whole thing that I want you to do. But they won't do it. They won't. But I just for kicks and giggles, because I want this to happen, Johnny wins, even though, he's not better than Tommaso. Let's go down to Casey.
I don't know. I love Kushida. I just don't see him winning the title. I don't see it. I don't, for whatever reason, I just don't see it. I think Johnny retains.
Okay. Candice ain't even in the women's title match. Are you freaking kidding me? Give her the dang on title. What are you doing with her? Anyway.
You mad, bro?
I'm good. Adam.
Kushida for the win. Because that title is doing nothing for Dunning. And I don't know.
It's weighing him down.
It really is.
My question is, if he loses the title, is he finally going to go to the freaking main roster?
No, because he was not listed specifically, but I remember a while back there were many of talent that says I never want to leave or never want to go to the main roster.
Yeah, and Keith wants to go back to NXT also. I've been hearing.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if he
I want to go back to NXT, and I'm not even on the main roster.
Well, give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. If old Leon Ruff can make it, dude, I'm telling you.
And
as long as you have a strap that actually stays on your waist and doesn't go,
Although, listen, are we going to talk about the real issue, the real scandal? He's dating one of the referees. That's how he's winning.
Cheater.
He's a cheater.
No, Leon Ruff.
Leon Ruff?
Yeah.
What? Do tell.
Is it the one that liked? Is it the one that liked the guy from Viking Raiders? Same referee.
It might have been.
Okay.
Is it that one like kind of with the orange hair lady? That chick?
No.
How many female referees are there?
It's the only. It's the only black. It's the only black female referee.
Oh, it's her. Okay.
Okay.
I got like two female refs.
I was gonna say I think there was only like 2 or 3,
Yeah.
but interesting.
Yeah, it's all over his Instagram.
Okay.
Right.
He knows that
Yeah, but I don't frequent Mr. Ruff's Instagram.
You should. You should, sir.
Well, don't tell me what to do.
I searched Leo Rush.
I searched cheeseburger.
No, but cheeseburger.
Now they call him the world. Now they call him world famous CB because they're trying to take him more seriously.
I like cheeseburger better.
Yeah, me too.
but why has he never been in a program with somebody named Vegetarian?
Cheeseburger versus veggie burger.
See? Or Veggie Donut. According to Gordon Ramsay. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Kushida because they gotta give him something. And I know that's always the cheap answer for somebody that we all really like, but they've not done squat with him, and now he's in a prime spot to get a title. I mean, please put the title on this man. But then they'll make him go back in time and and not have him the title just because he's the time splitter.
Justin, thoughts on the
you guys can't say the K word. You guys can't say that. It gives Johnny Gargano bad luck. You can't say that. Just don't say it. I'm not saying it here. And that guy's not going to win.
Karate?
No, the other K word.
Kenta.
I mean Hideo Itami. Okay, his name's Hideo Itami. Get it right.
Is it Killer Kelly?
Killer Kelly? Oh yeah, it's Killer Kelly. That's what it is.
I know who he's talking about. He's talking about Shada Airbush
versus Zack Sabre.
Sabri.
JR.
It's Shada Airbushi versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre. No, but Johnny Gargano's going to retain here. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do give it to Kushida.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love Johnny. I don't like
Hello,
him,
you know, with
Johnny.
the curse.
He's a Cleveland boy. But yeah, come on.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the way they do get involved in this match, what's his name, right? Austin Theory. Austin Theory. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets involved and helps Johnny Gargano retain. But I'm gonna say Johnny Gargano retains here.
Okay. Moving up to Mercedes Martinez, Io Shirai, and Toni Storm should be interesting. Eventually, at some point between now and later, Mercedes Martinez is going to win this title. And by later, I mean by the next takeover. There's something that's telling me she's not going to win on this one, but Io Shirai has had the title for probably my entire lifetime at this point. So I need Mercedes to go ahead and do her thing and take this thing. I like Mercedes Martinez a lot. And I've seen in bits and pieces what she's been doing on NXT, and I like it. I like the attacks. I like the choking out. Keep going. Let's go. Give her the title. Saturday night. I mean, you can do it tonight too.
Sunday night.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. They do takeovers on Sundays.
Huh? Wow. Anyway,
I used to like when they did takeovers on Wednesday nights. That was pretty good. Like back when they were on the network. Yeah, like a few years ago, like back when they first started these takeovers, they were on Wednesday nights.
I don't remember.
Like to replace the NXT that was going on that week, they would have them. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
You certain?
I'm certain.
Okay. You say so.
That sounds a little sus.
A little sus. But Mercedes Martinez wins this without a doubt. Or Tony might win. Without a doubt. But Io ain't winning. Without a doubt. Never lost.
If Io doesn't win, I'm picking Mercedes. If Mercedes doesn't win, I'm picking Tony.
And if it's a draw, then Io retains.
I'm going with the referee.
Anyway, let's switch it back up again, I think. No, wait. I think I went with Casey first last time. Whatever.
Yeah,
we're going to switch it up. We're going to switch it up and go to Adam first. Then we're going to go to Justin. Then we're going to go to Casey. Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, bada, boom. Realest guy in the room.
How you doing?
What we got over here? And I really want Mercedes to win this, just because I think now that she's finally been with one company for more than 2 months. She was in AEW for a hot second, and then
was she in AEW?
Yeah, she was in the Casino Battle Royal. And she got a massive pop. Her coming out, I'm like, all right, maybe they're going to do something with her. But then they never saw her again.
91.
Yeah, and I think it might have been the first Double or Nothing show.
Okay, so they would have been 2019. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and again, it's another thing where we need. I know, we all project we need new, and I love Io. It's nothing against her, whatever though. But I think now we need to start. We got to start freshening things up a bit, whatever though. And I wouldn't be mad if anybody wins. But again, if I have my preference, it would be Mercedes. But I wouldn't be mad if Tony won. But again, I think it's one of those. She's already established, being from NXT UK and whatnot. Now she's more of a main.
And also for being in the women's Dusty.
Has she won? Yeah. Has she won the Has she won the NXT Women's Championship before? She's won some championship, right?
She won the NXT UK championship. She beat Rhea Ripley.
That's right.
But yes, I'm going to go with Mercedes-Benz Martinez.
Mercedes-Benz Martinez. All right, up to Justin.
I would love to see Tony Storm win here, but I don't know. I feel like they're going to have.
Speaking of Tony, did anybody realize how thick she was compared to all the girls?
Dude.
I was just like,
she thick. That's why I want to go with Tony. I love her hip thrust as she does.
I'm gonna pull you, this man.
Back in the Mae Young Classic, that's what really got going. I love this girl. I love Toni Storm. She's a different girl.
But have y'all ever just watched?
Where the little gimmick?
Have y'all ever just watched Sasha Banks just come out and do her entrance? I'm just saying.
Lord, trust me, bro. I wasn't born. I was born at night, not last night. I am with you.
I'm with you. Hallelujah, brother. I testify. No, but I'm gonna have.
Did we get Deacon Devon in here?
Can you dig it, sucker? Hulk Hogan, we gonna get you. Never mind.
I'm gonna say Io Shirai retains here though.
All right, Casey. Are you on the get y'all away from the title train?
First of all, you know, I'm not the kind of guy who likes to come in here and correct Justin when he's wrong. That's just not me. I don't do that. But I feel the need to correct Justin when he's wrong. Because they was on Thursdays, not Wednesdays. They were on Thursdays. I did the research.
Oh, I guess you. Well, I thought they could have did some. I thought they did some on Wednesdays. So
they was on
fake
Thursdays.
news. Fake news.
Okay. I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
Thursdays. Anyway, I would love to see Mercedes Martinez win this because she deserves it. She's been grinding for a long time. But I feel like that's not going to happen at this event.
Mercedes punishment Martinez.
Give it to Tony. Give it to Tony.
I think it is going to be Tony. I feel like they. Yeah, I'm going with Tony. I think.
All right, I expect y'all to wear the little.
Or my boy Otis coming in and he's going to cash in.
All three of them.
I need to hear your Otis right now.
Otis, you've been added to the women's match. Yeah.
Let's jump into the main event. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. This is interesting to me, even though like Pete Dunne is one of those guys where like he just bounces everywhere and they do nothing with him. like ever since he won the NXT UK title and kept that forever, it feels like they've been kind of just bouncing him around wherever, and then he's done nothing. I don't know if he's still in Pat McAfee's little group or not. I don't know if they disbanded that because they took him off TV. I don't know. Who knows?
Because it must suck to suck.
But I mean, I see Finn Balor losing the title sometime soon, but not to Pete Dunne, because if he lost to Pete Dunne, then Pete Dunne would have to go lose to Karrion Kross, because they're going to give the title back to Karrion Kross. They're just waiting for Karrion Kross to bulk back up so they can give him the title. That's what they're waiting on. We know this. So Finn Balor wins this in a very good match, I think. I'm excited. What was the Edge thing about? Because this ain't Edge.
Yeah, Edge came back. No, he didn't come back. No, he made a stop at NXT, and he said that he's going to keep a close eye on this match because he might pick whoever wins out this match here to face him at WrestleMania. Which this is a match like if Finn Balor faces him, or maybe if we get Karrion Kross versus Edge at Mania, because they had a little confrontation backstage.
Honestly, I feel like if they do anything with Edge and the NXT title, it's just going to be a fatal 4-way, just to put over whoever, because Edge isn't going to win the title, but
you don't think so?
He could be used to put. Why the fuck would Edge need the NXT title?
Are they going to do NXT Takeover fatal 4-way again?
Maybe.
No, but
I mean, Edge's wife is down there.
I could see them at WrestleMania having a fatal 4-way for the NXT title. Feature it on WrestleMania and, give fans who haven't watched NXT a reason to watch NXT.
I mean, they gave it back to Charlotte, though.
But yeah.
Well, but that's different, though. Edge has never won the NXT title.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like, that's what he wants to go after. That's why he might want to
Yeah, but why does he need it, though?
He doesn't need it. Maybe just, like you said, get more eyes.
Well, my question is, like, what does it do if he wins it? Elevates the NXT title? We realize this is the NXT title, right? This ain't the Universal title. This is the NXT title we're talking about.
Well, the other thing too is that's a lot of traffic for, like, he just needs to be in a one-on-one match. He doesn't need to try to carry 3 other guys.
Right.
Well, but at the same time, I feel like we can't lie about the fact that Edge is getting old. He is, and he still has neck issues. Those aren't just going to go away. So I think in a multi-man match, that would help him he doesn't have to carry the full load. The younger guys can do a lot of the, heavy lifting, quote unquote, and he can still get them over.
Okay. Well, Casey, while you're on it, thoughts on the Finn Balor and Pete
Baylor,
Dunne,
Baylor basketball.
Pete Dunne match,
Baylor.
or should it be Pete Dunne? Okay.
Somehow I don't know. I see either Edge coming out, not getting involved, either Edge or Karrion Kross coming out and somehow causing a distraction, or something where it's like a screwy finish. I don't think I don't see a especially in the build up to what's going on. I think either Karrion comes out and somehow causes a disqualification or just a distraction or whatever. But I don't see a clean finish in this. But I do think Balor retains.
Okay. Let's go to Adam.
I'm gonna go with Finn as well. It's only because they've kept him strong as the champ, and Pete Dunne. I'm sorry, Pete Dunne is a credible opponent, and they'll tear the house down. I would venture to say this will be match of the night. I wouldn't necessarily object if Pete Dunne won, but I just think that's Finn is hot right now as the champ. I keep that as long as possible, even if it's through Mania up till Mania, whenever you keep the title on him again. And I don't know what's going to happen with the whole Edge factor, because that I had thought that I think I put that in the chat of that could be. I think I would see that like Finn versus Edge. I think that's good. But then you mentioned all these other pieces, and I'm like, oh my god, because they're gonna get them involved somehow, especially with Cross coming back. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe he just bows out and just whatever cutesy thing they want to do with them in terms of an angle. But I wouldn't do a match per se with somebody from NXT.
Well, see, and I don't think that they can put the belt on Pete Dunne anyway, because as we all know, he likes to carry belts in his mouth. And I don't know if you've ever held one of those real belts. They're pretty heavy. I don't know if he can handle that anymore. I mean, I don't know how he does it to begin with. Yeah,
and plus, with the Rona, it's just
it's his back. Yeah.
I mean, Carlito can't even spit his apple now, so
he can't even have his apple.
But what if they just put that on his mouth guard, disinfected?
Justin, what's your thoughts on this one?
Well, speaking about the Edge thing, I've been hearing rumors that we could, I wouldn't mind having Edge versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I would love to see that, because I've been hearing rumors that they want to bring back the World Heavyweight Championship, the old
the big gold
belt. Yeah, I've been hearing a whole bunch of rumors about that, which I wouldn't be opposed to bringing that back, because that was one of my favorite titles.
They replaced the WWE title,
the Universal,
the big gold belt, instead of the Universal title.
I wouldn't mind. I would be opposed to that.
It's more aesthetically pleasing than that piece of garbage
never lost
they have now.
Edge never lost that title because he had to relinquish it because of his neck injury.
This is true.
But on to this match here. Finn Balor is going to win here. I feel like Karrion Kross could get involved, maybe, cost Pete Dunne the match. And, Finn. And then after the match, we kind of get a face-to-face with Karrion Kross and Finn Balor. He says, TikTok, or however it says, TikTok.
What's your favorite?
Not TikTok. Oh, Lord. No, but Finn Balor is going to retain.
Okay. Anybody got any final thoughts on anything? Adam, I did get you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got everybody.
All right, just making sure. Anybody got any final thoughts on NXT Takeover Vengeance Day?
How come Impact has 327 matches and this show only has
Because NXT at least knows how to book a takeover. They don't need 75 matches. Wait, I was listening to Kurt Angle's new podcast, and the topic was his retirement at WrestleMania 35. He was match 14 against Baron Corbin. Dear God.
I mean, at least it's not like New Japan where you have two nights of like 4 hours each, so it's like 8 hours.
It's better than 7 and 1.
True.
No, and they said too that they had to cut time on their match because they didn't want it to go long. It's 7 hours. What's another 10 minutes?
Right.
Well, and when you're actually there at the show, oh my God, I hated wrestling after WrestleMania. I hated it. I was like, I want to go home.
Like Sandy Cheeks.
I'm a tired ass kid.
Like Sandy Cheeks on top.
I want to go home.
Where's Michael Tarver, damn it?
I would really go home. But anyway, nonetheless, definitely hope you guys enjoyed the double header preview, whatever. But next video that we'll probably have wrestling related will either be a review of either of those two shows, or will be the state of the business thing that we want to do probably sometime next week.
Or will be our top five guilty pleasure wrestling things.
Or we'll do a watch. We have to watch along for a while. We gotta do one of those.
Who knows? So who knows what it'll be? But nonetheless, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. For everybody here, Justin, Casey, Adam, appreciate it.
Come on, hit me with it. Hey.
This is hard. But anyway, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys on the next video. As always, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us. You want to watch us on YouTube? Feel free. If you're on YouTube, want to watch us on Facebook? Feel free. But that's all, folks. We'll see you guys on the next one.